everybody, welcome back to another edition of Mudhawk. We're out here in my garage and we have a little project. We're going to start with a little unboxing and then we'll get right to the meat and potatoes of the whole thing. So stay tuned, we'll be right back. This is one of those rare moments that I don't have my knife with me, also known as the jackknife. So we got this from Super ATV and we're super excited, except for the fact
well, you can't get the box open.
Can't get the darn tootin' box open.
And tomorrow your key won't work. I bet you can rip it now.
Just rip it. Rip it good. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do.
Big sigh.
Yeah, I know. I would even gong myself if this was the gong show. Well, here we go. We got a box of stickers. That's super fantastic. Thank you, Super ATV. Let me put my collection of keys back on my collar here. Oh, it feels like a flat screen TV.
Ooh.
Here we go.
Flat screen TV.
It is the new venting windshield.
I think you have it upside down.
I think I have it upside down. But why wouldn't I? I came into the world backwards. We got the new venting windshield for Polly the Polaris. When we bought the machine, we thought we had ordered the venting windshield, and we didn't. And I've always complained about it. In the summertime I take it off, in the wintertime I put it back on, and in the rains in between I get wet. So we finally decided, with the bigger trips we're doing this year to the O&W, the SSRT, the AAOA, and of course to the Hatfield in McCoy, we decided it was time to man up, jump into that savings account, the heck with retirement, and buy a new windshield. So stay tuned, we'll be installing this bad boy in just half a second. Thank you. Well, welcome back. So we decided Nature's Garage was about 90 degrees Fahrenheit with about 85% humidity, but inside the Mudhawk's nest, 74 degrees and air conditioned, man, bringing that bad boy right in here to work on. So the first thing we've discovered is that there isn't any printed instructions. Not that someone of my stature needs instructions, of course, but we did find them online. So we're trying to do that. And even with the instructions, they're not terrific. I started taking out the hardware off of, hopefully nothing falls out of this here in preparation to put on the catch, which is this, only to discover that the catch has its own hardware to use. So I suggest if any of you are gonna do this, take your time, go slow, and do it in air conditioning.
And print the instructions.
And I'll be right back after I get this catch on. It's just 2 bolts going right through the top. I'll show you in a click. So we are gonna put our tools away for the night because it's a weeknight. I was hoping to get further along than I did, but we really didn't. We put the connector on center. That's the first instruction they gave. Now I have these not tight, but they're not, you know, loose. Like you couldn't move it, but it's certainly not torqued down. We had a little bit of time figuring out these brackets, trying to figure out which bracket was left, which one was right. And then we decided to take it out and put it on the machine. And I had these about as tight as these, and I ended up having to loosen it off completely because we had a bit of a time moving this thing back and forth to get it around the roll bar and to get it positioned. So we did get it positioned, and we came back inside, and then we started putting on this barrier piece that, you know, it keeps the dust and the water out. One hint that they give you in the book is they said soak it in hot water before applying. So that's what we did. We put it in the sink, we filled it up with hot water, and then I went off and did a chore and came back. And that did the trick, but like you really got to push like a son of a sea cook to make sure that this thing is all the way on. Like even now, I noticed I could push it on just a little bit more here and there. And I'll tell you, this does a number on your hands. Maybe if you're a tradesman, you got, stronger hands than I do. Maybe it won't be that big of an issue for you. But for me, it kind of took its toll on my thumbs. But we're going to stop for the night. Tomorrow's Friday. We're heading off to Pennsylvania Saturday, early Saturday morning. So I got to finish this. Tomorrow. So I might maybe slip out of work a little early, come home and finish it. So far, like I said, we've been going slow on this because, I'm the master of making mistakes, and I'd like to try and do this without making a mistake. So I've been going slow. It's not difficult thus far. I think as long as you take your time and read the instructions, I don't think you'll have a problem. So see you back tomorrow. Hey guys, welcome back to the next day. So we started this project last night and we just couldn't get it done. It was running too late. So just let me catch you up real quick on where we are. So over on the bottom piece, over here, we basically had the brackets put on. We went outside. They're on really loose. We went outside and put them onto the roll cage and they fit just fine. We put this piece on. We had to use hot water to make it pliable to get it on. And then there's these two pieces of weather stripping. One goes on the flat, one goes on the vertical. So we did that today. Now I'm working on the actual windshield itself.
Did you take the blue plastic off?
On the inside I took it off, on the outside it's still there.
Oh, because you didn't need to take it off?
Well, I'm trying to protect it so it doesn't get scratched. So I've added the two brackets that go onto the roll cage that are attached to the hydraulic lift, and then the framework that these go onto, which will be like this. And that is where we're at right now. We're getting really close to having to go out and put it actually onto the vehicle. We still have the center piece that locks it into place onto the machine. And so yeah, I think you're all up to speed. So I just finished this part. We're on to the next step. Okay, so we've brought the windshield outside. If you want to come around front here, Boo.
Part of the windshield.
Yeah, so this is the upper piece, obviously. So what we did is we loosened off everything so that we could move it around and get it into play. We undid the roof so that we could slip this underneath. We actually lifted the whole roof up and then tried to put it on and then bring the roof down. That really didn't work. So we disconnected it but let it sit on the roll cage, and then we brought this piece up. There's a little spacer that goes between the windshield and the frame, and we just kind of played around and got that in there. So everything is in place right now. We're gonna tighten up these latches here, and then we'll go on to the next step. So we'll see you in just half a second. All right, tell me when to start.
Okay.
All right, so it's been a fight. It really has. We just couldn't get things to line up. You could see how this is sitting at an angle. We couldn't get it to open. So we had no choice but to call customer support at Super ATV. The guy was really helpful. I really just wanted to have a temper tantrum. He stayed calm. Turned out that these brackets down here, no matter how careful and slow I went, turned out I had them on backwards. So once we turned that around, the fitment became much better. The problem with it now is that there are two Allen bolts under here that are really hard to get at because of the dashboard and the angle. But I'll keep fighting with it and I'll get it. These pistons apparently are broken. They don't really go anywhere, but it's on. We can close it. You got to kind of hold the bottom when you pull this closed, and you know, and it locks into place. So, you know, in the rain, in the cold, you know, we're going to have a windshield. We can open it as far as you saw it there, so that we can have air flowing through on the hot days. So it's been a fight. You know, once we got the top piece on, I had troubles reconnecting the roof, but I managed to squeeze at every little bit of strength I had, and it locked in. So
And we ended up not putting on this stripping.
well, see, we have so much stripping on the roof itself that I really didn't feel the need to do that. So I think we're going to wrap this up for now. I'm not going to say this was an easy install, and of course I picked really hot days in which to do this. But it's on. It's going to get us through until the actual parts come in. Tomorrow we're headed back to Pennsylvania. Mackenzie and Tucker are going to be riding with us, so we'll have some new footage, different angle having Mackenzie there. I'm really looking forward to that. She's never been. So for now, this is Mudhawk signing off. See you soon. Please like and subscribe.